It was 3 a.m. Peppa and George couldn't sleep, they were whispering in their room. George said he heard something from the bathroom mirror. Peppa didn't believe him. She giggled and said, "It's just your imagination." But then, the mirror made a sound. Tongue. 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 Like something tapping from the inside. Peppa slowly walked closer. Her reflection wasn't moving. It just smiled, even though Peppa didn't. George screamed. The reflection of Peppa reached out, her hand pressed against the glass. The mirror started shaking, and a shadow came out from behind it. Peppa grabbed George's hand. They ran into the hallway, but every mirror they passed showed their reflections staying behind. In the end, Peppa covered all the mirrors in the house with blankets. But when she turned off the lights, she saw one mirror still uncovered. And her reflection was waving goodbye.
Today Peppa and her friends will meet a new girlfriend. Peppa and George are playing in the yard. I'm so glad. A new girlfriend is coming to us. What's her name? I don't know, Mom said she just moved in. A new pig appears, pale, with dark eyes. Everyone waves, but she doesn't say anything. For a second, a strange glitch, the eyes turn black for one frame. A game of hide and seek. Peppa turns around and everyone has disappeared. Only the new pig stands and watches. You're not hiding. The new pig's head tilts, and a slight noise appears. Peppa is alone in the room. The house is quiet. Where did everyone go? Through the noise, her own laughter, but distorted. On the TV behind Peppa is the piggy. You invited me, Peppa.
It was a quiet, rainy night in Peppa's house. Peppa suddenly woke up to a strange sound downstairs. She grabbed her flashlight and whispered, "George, is that you?" But no one answered. Peppa slowly stepped into the dark hallway. The lights flickered, and the house felt wrong. As she walked downstairs, the creaking floor followed her steps. In the living room, something had moved. The old wardrobe was standing against the wrong wall. Peppa blinked, confused. "Did Daddy move this?" she asked quietly. Then she heard something breathing behind it. Peppa touched the side of the wardrobe. It felt cold, too cold. She pulled it slightly away from the wall and froze. Behind it, there was a door, covered in old wallpaper. Peppa's voice trembled. "What is this?" She ripped the wallpaper and revealed a rusty handle. From behind the door came a faint laugh. Peppa slowly turned the handle. Inside was a tiny, dark room. Broken toys lay scattered on the floor. Peppa knelt down and saw George's toy dinosaur. It was covered in something dark. On the wall were drawings of the family, but their eyes were all black. Peppa whispered, "George, did you draw this?" A toy on the floor suddenly moved by itself. Peppa screamed and stumbled back. Then she saw him, George, standing in the corner of the room. His eyes were empty. George spoke in a slow, broken voice. "Don't open that room, Peppa." The lights began to flicker violently. Peppa ran out, slamming the door behind her. She turned around, and the wardrobe was back in place. Peppa stood frozen, breathing heavily. Then she noticed it. The wallpaper behind the wardrobe moved, and the door handle turned on its own. A voice whispered from inside, "Let's play again, Peppa."
It was supposed to be a normal visit. Peppa and George went to Grandma Pig's house for the weekend. But Grandma was different. She spoke softly, never smiled, and told them not to go near the basement. That night, Peppa woke up. She heard something, a soft dragging noise from below. Then, a whisper. "Peppa, stay upstairs." Peppa peeked out her door. George was gone. His little toy dinosaur was lying in the hallway, broken in half. The sound came again, from the basement door. Peppa slowly went down the stairs. The house felt colder with each step. At the bottom, she saw the door slightly open, a faint red light glowing inside. "George," she whispered. A small shadow moved behind the door. Then she heard Grandma's voice, but deeper, slower. He wanted to see Grandpa. Peppa's hand shook as she pushed the door open. Inside, there were shelves filled with jars. Something was moving inside them, small, pink, twitching shapes. And in the corner, Grandpa Pig's chair. Empty. But the sound of breathing filled the room. A heavy shape moved in the dark. 2 eyes opened. Grandpa Pig's voice growled. "Welcome home, Peppa."
It's a quiet night in Peppa's house. Rain hits the windows like tiny fingers. Peppa sits in the living room, drawing her family. But she notices George hasn't made a sound all evening. "George," she calls softly. No answer. A faint humming comes from upstairs, slow, almost like a lullaby. Peppa climbs the stairs. The door to George's room is open just a crack. She pushes it gently. Inside, George sits on the floor, facing the corner. He's drawing something over and over again. Peppa squints. It's the same picture, their family, but Daddy Pig's face is scratched out with red crayon. "George, why are you—" He turns his head slowly. His eyes are pitch black. And then, in a trembling whisper, he says, "Don't wake Daddy." Peppa's voice shakes. "But Daddy's sleeping, isn't he?" George's smile widens, stretching unnaturally. "He's not sleeping anymore." A loud tong, tong, tong echoes from downstairs. The living room light flickers. Peppa runs to the stairs, looks down. The front door is wide open. Rain pours inside. A shadow stands at the doorway. It's big, round, breathing heavily. Then a wet snort. "Peppa!"
Peppa, dinner's ready.
Coming, Mummy.
Delicious. Delicious.